Good morning, Dr. Hickey, Mr. Gallagher, Mr. Patterson, faculty, and fellow students. When I was asked to write about an experience that I've lived through, I immediately went to a hockey experience. It seemed obvious. Hockey has been part of my life since I was young, and it's kind of become my life. I thought about what I could say about different teams, programs, and games I've been through, and that have brought me to where I am today. I thought about how those are the experiences I value most. But then I thought about what got me into this sport, what drives me to work hard, succeed, and win. I thought about what made me develop the love I have for strategy and competition, and I realized it was my family. Growing up, I always had a competitive family. We were always competing for literally everything, whether it was a seat at the dinner table or a friendly game of Monopoly. Kind of friendly. One time, my brother and I didn't talk for 24 hours because he made me go bankrupt in Monopoly. I forgave him, but I'll never forget that. We can't even get in the car without it being an all-out war for the front seat. I'll sprint, I'll pull, I'll push, and I'll win. And my youngest brother gets the back middle seat because, come on, no one wants that seat. And he's not winning anything, but that's just a small glimpse of what my family looks like every day. In my family, there are my parents, my older brother, Jack, then me, and my sister, Brooke, and finally, our little brother, Tommy. When you have 3 siblings, you always have someone to beat or be better than no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is about. If you're better than them at it, then you are the winner. Obviously, my parents did their best to limit this competitive spirit and encourage kindness and respect. But I swear we would not be able to play a game of Monopoly without someone quitting halfway through. I mean, how can you control 4 kids that all of a sudden hate each other whenever anything remotely competitive is brought up? Like when we played tetherball and me and my brother ended our game with rashes all over our arms from the rope getting twisted around us. And my sister ended with a bloody nose from a spike. It's just how we are, and we couldn't stop it no matter how many times my parents said, no more fighting. We have this great space in the basement that we're always in and have always used. I don't think you can find one wall in that basement that doesn't have a mark or a hole in it. One of the main games we play in that basement is mini hockey. We would always have even teams that were 2v2, and it would usually be me and my sister and my older brother and my younger brother. Half the time, Jack and I would have to either bribe Brooke and Tom to play with us because of how intense we were. For us, winning was the only option. I think they just wanted to have fun, but I don't know. There were times where I would be sweating more in those games of mini hockey than I would be in my actual hockey games. Jack and I pushed each other to try our hardest and never give up. We were able to compete against one another nonstop and never get tired of it, and still always be there for each other. While my older brother and I are always struggling for first, my younger brother and my younger sister's relationship is a little different. They are always fighting over everything and everything. They always have to be better than the other, and they are always competing against each other on opposite teams. They never give each other a break, like when we used to have races on rollerblades between them before every roller hockey game to see who was better or faster. While Jack and I are trying to be our best, they are always trying to knock each other down. Obviously, this is no different from me and Jack when we were young. Although me and Jack's age gap was much more significant, so it does change a lot with competition. Brooke and Tom just need to be better than the other at everything since they always have been with each other and playing sports on the same team. It's not just the kids that are competitive either. My mom and dad are also competitive. They're always asking if we want to play a game or introducing us to a new board game. If my dad wins and my mom loses, my dad will brag about it all day. They're always antagonizing each other and getting on each other's nerves. I think that is where we get most of our tactics from. It's very funny to watch because they talk to us about the same petty arguments they have. The best is when we're all in it together as a family on family game night. This is hands down the most competitive time for my family, and it always ends with someone quitting and not playing anymore, or all of us in a big fight. That might sound intense or aggressive, but some of the best times and memories I've ever made with my family are during these family game nights. Like how every night in the summer we would ride our bikes over to my grandma's house for some of the most competitive Uno you've ever seen. All the emotions are overwhelming and wonderful. One moment you will have the biggest smile on your face, and the next you'll be flipping the board off the table. It's the best. Having this time with family has also helped me to experience losing. Though it's rare that I lose, having a competitive family has taught me to cope with failure very well. And I know this because when I was young, I was the worst at losing. If I was losing a game, I would sometimes throw the game or throw my hockey stick. But now I've gotten better. I understand the value of working hard and trying your best. So when I see Tom get mad about losing and saying he isn't going to play anymore, I understand and know exactly what it's like. I even hear him saying the same things that I used to say when I got beat. Eventually, he will get what I now understand. You can learn more from a loss than a win. I was able to grow as a player since I went through lots of wins and losses at home, mostly wins. But every time, no matter what happened, no matter how mad or sad we were about the last time we played together, we would always end up playing the next night no matter what. In the end, we loved to play and compete with each other, no matter what the result was or how much we hated each other, because we didn't really hate each other. Having 3 siblings had made me realize how lucky I am to always have people to push me to my limits. They're always looking out for me on every little thing, and we're always making sure we support each other all the time, no matter what it is. Through competition, we are always learning from our mistakes and learning from each other's failures, and these lessons will stay with me for the rest of my life. You can always learn from both your own and someone else's past, mistakes, and grow for your future. If there is something I've learned from having such a competitive family, it's that whatever you do, you have to do it with pride, determination, and resilience. If you're able to achieve this, then you will have success no matter if you win or lose. Thank you.